Alright, so I'm Dakota with my Module 9 Assistive Technology reflection. Um, as far as in the classroom, assistive technology would generally be any technology that's going to allow a student with a disability the ability to be successful when otherwise it would not be possible. As far as my experience with assistive technology, I know in high school we had a number of computers with speech-to-text software, and I remember it was pretty hard to use. Oftentimes it wouldn't register, it wouldn't pick up the right word, and you'd have to go back over and fix a few things. I do know it had technology that would read, documents, you could highlight web pages and it would read it for you, which I thought was pretty useful. As far as the technology that I found interesting, it wouldn't really apply to, my subject area so much, but the the Dynavox eye tracking augmented communication, I thought that it was pretty cool. How your eyes were essentially the mouse, and that was it followed your eyes with infrared signals that were sent back and forth, and you could move your head either way and it would still follow the movement of your pupil. I thought that was really cool. As far as the 3 of the 6 areas that it had covered, one was communication, and that was the student with a disability, their visual or auditory reception as well as their written and oral expression being compromised, not allowing the students to participate with their peers. And one that I had found was a board maker that would be they can be low tech to very high tech. It could be just a set of pictures that were on a piece of paper and have the student point to that whichever picture they wanted. It could be just to convey information, or just go through basic activities throughout the day, as well as it could be software on an iPad or some piece of technology that would have a couple hundred of these pictures that would cover every part of their life. The next would be the environmental interaction. So it's assistive technology that's it'll allow the students a higher level of independence within their life, in daily activities. One that I found was the pneumatic doors that open on their own. You press the handicap button and the doors automatically open. And the last would be physical education. So technologies that are going to allow students with disabilities to be more active and interact with their peers. So a thing like a wheelchair that's specifically designed to play basketball would be one. And last, the technology that I had found was Face Mouse. It's by Claro software, and it basically turns your head into a joystick. It was a lot like the eye tracking. You could point and move the cursor. You can click and even type on a keyboard. Basically, using things like facial expression and head movement to move it around, and say like opening your mouth would be the enter key, or looking down would be moving the mouse down, things like that. So